Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today, you have the Rhino by his lonesome, if you couldn't tell by the fact that I'm standing down here by my lonesome in White's Tavern. A whole bunch of crappy labels behind me. Hey, I did have that before. Yeah, well, interesting. Anyway, what you have here is a glass. This is the 5-paddle glass. I actually kind of like the 5-paddle glass, respect the paddle. We're going to respect the paddle by putting a beer into it that we're hoping is at least somewhat okay. This is a 6% alcohol beer. First beer from this company I've had. I can tell that basically because they do not have a cap on my fridge. This is from Full Sail Brewing in Hood River, Oregon. This is Full Sail Amber, the original tasty ale. Sorry, the ridiculously tasty original amber ale is what it says on here. So, I'm expecting, well, basically just an amber ale is what I'm expecting. We have our government warning, blah, 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 blah. What do we have here? Employer owners. With a 47. Oh, sorry, employee owners with a 47. So do the employees have stock in the company? Is that what they're trying to say here? Employee owners. 47. Whatever. Let's drink the beer. Where's my bottle opener? Right here. Ooh, that didn't have as big a lip as I thought it was going to have. Pour it into the 5-paddle glass. Okay, so pour it into the 5-paddle glass. We have a beautiful, beautiful deep red. Look at that. Well, it is amber, but it's very red too. Basically, the hair color I really like is what that is. The head, finger of head, nice too. It's an off-white, beautiful looking head, beautiful looking beer. Look at that. I love that color. Smell. Oh man, there's not much to it. There's no snap, crackle, pop. And there's really nothing on the nose. I'm not picking up much. A tiny touch of roast and a tiny touch of hops. And that's about it. I'm actually kind of disappointed in the smell on this. Let's try it though. Cheers. Okay. It does partially make up for the smell on the taste, but not by much. You're not getting a really big sweet caramel taste. You're not getting a big sweet malt taste. You're getting roasty and toasty. Almost burnt malts, actually. And nothing else, really. The hop characteristic is very subtle. It's kind of giving that dirty water taste, which... yeah, roasted, almost burnt malts, and a dirty taste at the background. English hops, maybe, but so few that they're not even fighting past the burnt malt taste. Very, very lacking. That being said, this is a beer that you could drink all night because there's nothing that's going to overpower you. Even that burnt malt taste, it's there. It's reminding me... You know what it reminds me of? For you here in Canada, you here in Ontario that have tried it, or for those of you that I've sent bottles to, it kind of reminds me of Cameron's Dark 266, which is their dark lager. made to make a dark lager approachable to other people. This kind of reminds me of an amber ale made to be approachable by anybody, but still with enough traces of the proper flavor that a craft beer head could drink it at a bar and not feel bad about themselves. I say a craft beer head because, you know, there are those craft beer snobs that won't touch this because it's not hoppy enough or it's not malty enough. For me, it's not my cup of tea. I have no problem drinking it, though. It's not something I'm going to complain about, but it's not something I'm going to go out and find ever again. If I'm at a bar and my choices are Molson Canadian, Coors Light, and this, I'd go with this. If I was out, excuse me, and my choices were MGD, Rickard's Red, or this, I'd go with this. If it was Keith's Red, Rickard's Red, this, I'd go with this. But if it was something like Labatt Porter that's out there, the Canadian version of Labatt Porter, if I went to a Quebec bar and there was Labatt Porter on tap, this on tap, and I don't know, let's say, any other beer, I'd probably go with the Labatt Porter. But this actually wins out on most macro beers. I would choose this before them. Not because it's craft, per se, but because it has no offensive flavors. Whether or not Full Sail is an actual craft brewery, I don't know. I have to assume they are by the label, but I don't know. The U.S. has so many crafty brews that by the taste, I would assume this is a crafty brew, but it might just be a safe brew from a brewery that's trying to get as much sales as they can. And this safe brew would get a lot of sales. I could see it being bought by a lot of people. I would buy it under the right circumstances. But it's fairly laid back and hidden. There's really nothing to it. Again, just roasty, toasty, burnt malts, and a little bit of a dirty, earthy undertone for your hops. So, that being said, give it a... In all honesty, it should probably sit right at a 5, because it's a meh beer. I could drink it. I have no problem drinking it. But at the same time, I'm going to give it a 6, because it is a lot better than some of the meh beers I've given meh scores to. So yeah, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. I could actually get behind it and drink it, but I wouldn't actively search for it. I don't only buy it under the right circumstances, like it's my only choice at a bar. So thank you guys. This has been the Rhino drinking Full Sail Amber Ale. Not a bad beer, and it's 6% alcohol, so I mean, it could get you drunk. Could. Bye.